Hey guys, welcome back to Green Tea Guns, and today we're going to be looking at the Walther PPQ by Elite Force. So as many of you know, the PPQ is an actual firearm made by Walther, but this is the Elite Force version, obviously an Airsoft, which Elite Force has the licensing rights for Walther, so that's why they can put the logos on there. But like I said before, this is the Airsoft version. This is a Springer pistol, so you have to pull back on the slide every time you want to shoot. And I think I picked this one up on Amazon for about 20 bucks, and it's actually a pretty good deal because with the package, you get 2 magazines and 400 BBs. Now, although they are .12s and you really shouldn't use those, this is a Springer, so it makes a little more sense. I say for 20 bucks, you're definitely getting a decent value with just the model itself. So going over it, we have our orange tip up there. Above that, we have an iron sight, which is not painted or anything, but it's there. At least they, made sure they put that on there. We have a Picatinny rail if you want to put on lights, lasers, foregrip. If you want to have the weird version of the Diamattis from Call of Duty Cold War, you can do that. And I mean, it's on there pretty stable. It wobbles around, but it works. This specific one folds up, so that looks even more cool. But yeah, so that accessory rail is good for a lot of things. You can fit a lot of stuff on there, so that is definitely good. Moving here, we have our safety, which I hate this. It is so hard to use, and it's not easy like a lot of other models are. This one, you have to use your fingernails, get in there and twist it there. So S is obviously for safe, F is for fire. So since we're in this area, we'll go ahead and look at the trigger. Now this is really nice for a Springer. This is a staged trigger. So you have your main one here, the big one, and then you have this inner one here. So you have to pull back on that, and that acts as its own safety too. So if you know a decent amount about firearms, you know that a lot of pistols have these kind of triggers where you have to pull this inner one first before you can pull the actual trigger. It's its own safety, and I actually think it's a good design. Unlike a lot of other pistols, this has a trigger guard mag release right here. It's located on both sides, as you can see, and it's just this paddle that you push down like that, and that drops your magazine. So it definitely takes a lot of getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually really easy. And depending on who you ask, it's better than the standard mag release, which is normally right there. So moving down to this grip, it is so comfortable. Like this texturing, even though it's not rubber, it is still somehow really comfortable. It allows you to get a good grip on there. And there's just a lot of grooves for your fingers up here, and it's not too small. It's a decent size and allows you to get good grip on there. Down here we have the PPQ logo, and then below that we have our magazine. Now, like I said, in the package they give you 2 magazines, so that's really nice. So you can have a couple loaded up if you're gonna play in the woods with your friends. That's about all this is going to be used for. This is a spring pistol. You really don't want to use this for competition airsoft. So this magazine is really nice. It actually has a double stack feature. It double stacks the BB so you can get a higher capacity. And then it also has a reservoir in the back, which you access right there. That is definitely pretty nice for a $20 airsoft gun. Definitely thumbs up for that. So moving over on this side, looks really nice in the sunlight, by the way. We actually have our slide release right here. It is really weird to me to think that they would put a slide release on a spring airsoft gun, but it actually works whenever you're out of rounds. So empty mag, pull that back, and it locks the slide back so you know that you're empty. Now, this isn't super useful for a spring gun, but it definitely looks cool. And if you were to mock this up for a prop in a short film or something like that, you could do that, and it has that semi-realistic feature, and then you just hit that and you're ready to fire. So now we'll talk about the slide. It's pretty simple. It's got all these grooves along here, which I'm pretty sure are similar to the actual Walther PPQ, so that's definitely nice. Allows you to get good grip whenever you're pulling that back. So we have our rear iron sights back here, and they line up pretty nicely with our front one. And then back here we have our firing indicator. So right now it is primed, now it is not. And then all you have to do is just pull that back, let it go forward, and you know you're primed. And it's bright red, so it's pretty easy to see. So that's everything for this version, but they have a different one. Here we have the suppressed one that you saw in the intro, actually. Very, very similar in design, pretty much the same thing, except what they did here was make this that desert tan, which looks pretty good. I like it. And then they also gave it a suppressor, which doesn't suppress anything. This is a spring pistol. I guess it's cool, you know, you can act like James Bond, screw that on, you know, act like a undercover spy or something like that. So I guess it's got that. Virtually everything else on this gun is the same, except for the tan, and this now has a threaded barrel and suppressor. So both of these airsoft pistols are pretty cool, and they're at a reasonable price, and you get, you know, 2 magazines with them, a decent amount of BBs to start out. So these are definitely really nice. But instead of me just bragging about them, let me show you how they perform. Alright guys, so now we're on to the firing test, and since I have 2 models of this airsoft gun, I decided to use 2 different weights of BBs in each gun just to see the performance and just get a variety, because people are going to use different weight BBs. So this one is shooting .12s, and then the all black one is shooting .25s. Alright, so what we're doing now, this is the long range test. Those last 2 were short range, so this is going to be really testing the accuracy of the BBs and also the gun model. So as most of you can see, these .12 BBs really suck. So overall, this Walther PPQ made by Elite Force is honestly a really good beginner pistol. You know, if you don't have a lot of money to buy gas blowback or anything like that, you should definitely go with one of these, because you get 2 magazines, you get BBs to start out with, and it's just high quality and really cool. Really similar to the real life firearm, and I think that is just another bonus on top of everything else. And you know, you can get a suppressed one if you want, you know, act a little cooler, I guess. I don't know. Or you can go with the standard black. This one is a little bit more, just because I think it comes with extra BBs, and it has a suppressor too, so it's about $4 more. But you know, if that's your style, you can go with that. So that's going to be everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely had a lot of fun playing with these things. They're just a lot of fun and cheap, so if one of them gets broken, you can just go ahead and buy another one. I really appreciate all of your guys' support. Please make sure you're commenting, leaving a like, subscribing, sharing with your friends, and hitting that notification bell so you know every time I upload. That's everything, and I hope you all have a nice day.